And so another outdoors adventure begins. Time to go fishing. I'm just working my way back into this beautiful little high mountain lake. See if we can catch us some trout. It's a beautiful day and not too windy and should work out very nicely. Can't wait to get back there. As I work my way back, I notice some horses here on the right. Here on the reservation, they allowed the horses to free range, and they're quite beautiful animals. Um, they allow me some entertainment when the fishing's slow, and I just really love watching them. This one stuck around for quite some time, just at the edge of the dam that I was fishing on. In this clip, I started to get a bite on my line, and as all fishermen know, not every bite turns into a fish, and that's what happened here. I nothing there at all, but gosh, that lake's gorgeous. Alrighty, it took a while, but we finally got the fish. It was a slow start this morning, and I was hoping to catch this on camera, but since it was so slow, I put the camera away, and that's the way it goes. The fishing, fish hit all at once, and we got it done. So now we have a nice meal waiting for us. I'll have to get this thing filleted up, and we'll show you from there. Thanks. Hi everybody, I'm back. I'm home again and we're ready to clean the fish now. We'll get this started. Not the best at filleting, but we're going to see how this goes. And then we'll see at the time when I bake the fish here. But let's get this started. Well, I didn't measure this out in the field, so let's get this measured. See approximately how long this fish is. It is almost exactly 18 inches. That's a good trout for me. I usually don't catch them quite that big. Alright, we have a fish, we have a knife. Let's get this started and see how it goes. The knife should be sharp. I sharpened it when I got it. It's a fairly new knife. This is actually the first fish that I'm filleting with it. Right through the fins there is going to be tough, huh? There we go. And now we'll do a cut right through here. Try and get under that fin though. There we go. Now, cut down along the back. See if I can get in right along the backbone there. Follow the backbone down. Okay, and then Okay. Okay. I'll go right along the rib cage here. I can see I left a chunk of meat back here. Like I said, this is all relatively new for me, for the flaying part. Okay, nice chunk of meat there. I'll take the skin off of that and then I'll do the other side and we'll be back. Okay, there we go. Learning experience. And like I said, I'm not the greatest at filleting, and what I found out is I'm even worse at skinning a fish. So as time goes on, I'm going to keep practicing these techniques and hopefully get better and better. But I have two chunky fillets there that are pretty good. I mean, there's parts missing, but it's going to work. And the other thing I learned is that when you do the one side of the fish, you really don't want to take it off completely off until you run along the backbone of the other side of the fish, because it makes it much more difficult. Once I flipped the fish over, it was hard to get the other side off because I had already cut down the backbone. So, learning experience. Be back whenever we're ready to cook these fish, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. Okay, my fish is rested, and so have I, and so let's get started here. Let's get to baking. Okay, the first thing we need to do here is to oil this up so that the fish doesn't stick to the aluminum. So we'll give that a dose of olive oil spray. And then we'll add the fish, which has been sitting in the fridge on paper towel so it's not too moist. And then we're going to add some of this Chesapeake Bay seasoning. This already has salt and pepper in it, so I don't have to add that, but we will give a good coating of this. Okay, and then garlic. I saw a woman one time telling you how she made a recipe, and she said there's no such thing as too much garlic, and she's probably not far from being wrong. Or I should say, not far from being correct. Not wrong. She wasn't wrong. I love garlic. So you'll see me add quite a bit here now. Some of it will fall off later, so it won't be too strong. We'll give it a good coating of garlic. Get that flavor through there. Okay, that should be enough. And then we want to put capers on there. Found out I like capers. Till recently I never had these before, but really, really good. Give it just that little bit of extra flavor. missing some there, but we'll get them on there. There we go. And lastly, some basil. Well, I shouldn't say lastly, there's more to go yet. But a little bit of fresh basil. I'm going to run a little shy on this one, but that's all right. We'll just spread it out a little more. And then, the best ingredient of all, butter. I know that's not good for you, but it adds a certain something to the fish. And we do want it to be flavorful. Okay, so we got our butter on there, and I think we're ready to pop this in the oven. So I have it set at 400 degrees. We'll put it in there for about 10 minutes and check it out and see how we're doing. Okay, let's take a look and see if we're cooked here. And yes, that looks pretty good there. I am going to broil it for another 5 minutes, but first, let me take this out of here again. I'll set that there. Okay, we're going to spritz this with a little lime juice. I know traditionally they use lemon, but I tried this not too long ago on some salmon, and it was amazing. So I really like the lime juice on it before I broil it. That should do it. And we'll get that back in the oven here again under broil this time. Let's clear that off and broil. Start. And we'll go another 5 minutes. Okay, so actually 2 minutes under the broiler was plenty. Let's put my Brussels sprout, or as I like to call them, little cabbages, back in its place there. But yeah, 2 minutes under the broiler, it's nice and browned on top, and let's see what we got here. I mean, it looks really good. Trout is a little bit more of a reddish meat, and that's the way this is showing here. So, that's really, really good. I think trout is probably one of my favorite freshwater fish. You get the saltwater fish, probably mahi and sea bass, but in freshwater I love trout. Oh, and I caught this trout on power bait today, in case you're wondering what I use for bait. But it's been a great day. I had a good time enjoying, I enjoyed making this video. So if you like it, hit the subscribe, like buttons down there, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much. You all have a great day.